America 350, 700, 720, Tony Hawk 900. Whatever it is, zero is going right. Dog. Where do we start first? First, with the whole new Iran deal, I guess inside of the deal, they're saying that they're going to give Iran $300 billion to rebuild. Listen to that one more time. They said they were going to give Iran $300 billion to rebuild. Everything that's wrong with America right now and how we toe up. They ain't got money for the homeless. They ain't got money for the schools. They ain't got money for low-income neighborhoods. They don't got money to help people in need. But they can send it to Israel. They can send it to Iran. They can send it to Ukraine. They can send it to other different military installations throughout the world. But they can't send it to the people. All for power and laundering. Plain and simple. And then Pete Hegseth goes on to some type of military training speech thing to act like he was with the guys training with them, whatever, and tried to be like, as what we call it, corny. He was being corny about it, where he was just basically like, yeah, you know, if they don't take the deal that's on the table, then they're gonna meet our military might, which is gonna be you guys. I'm like, yo, that is terrible propaganda. You didn't even know how to do propaganda right. Matter of fact, y'all gotta watch it because it's more unbelievable than, it's one of them things where reality is stranger than fiction, man. Look at this. Look at this.
And that's when they either step up and when you do your job, the adversaries know what's coming for them. And that's when they either step up and meet the fury of the American military or back down, and you create a whole bunch of options.
Nobody is scared of the American military no more. And we have been showed since Vietnam that like, yo, we ain't really on nothing. We not really on nothing. And this reminds me of one of them youth pastors that try to still be cool and, you know, say, hey, I'm with the people. You know what I'm saying? And nah, cornball. He's a cornball. It doesn't matter what his position in the government is. Cornball. Like, this is a horrible job. Hold on, let me say this one more time. Pete Hegseth. Anytime you talk in the public, you are doing a very terrible job at white supremacy. Very terrible job at propaganda for white supremacy. Horrible. You're not using the right words. Like, at least take a play out of the handbook of Edward Bernays or something. Do you even know who Edward Bernays is? Something. At least if you're going to, like, it is horrible the way he's doing this. It is horrible. But yeah, let's go back to this, man.
For America and the president with what he wants to execute on behalf of the American people. So right now, hey, Iran has a choice. Meet at the table with the president and give up their nuclear program. And as the president said, I'm lost on time, 2 days ago now.
Come on.
I'm sitting right next to him. He looks in the camera.
What'd he say?
He says, well, Iran can either do it the right way, with a deal, across the table, or they can deal with my guy on the left. That happened to be me. But it's not me, it's you guys.
That's crazy to say. That is crazy to say. Yeah, they're not going to deal with me. They're really going to deal with you guys. Hey, I'm going to sit and wear this suit, and I'm going to slick my hair back and use, you know, a lifetime supply of gel in one sitting and be like, you know what? Yeah, you guys are going to have to deal with me, them over there. Like, what? He told him that. Like, nobody believes in this anymore. Not from the MAGA, not to the extremists, not any of that. Nobody believes in this anymore. And as we see from the whole concert thing that they were supposed to have, the America 250, Freedom 250 thing, whatever it's supposed to be, now they're trying to, you know, separate names and try to make it look like they didn't have, one didn't have anything to do with the other, knowing damn well. So they're saying America 250 is like, America 250 is Trump? No. Is it? I don't know. We're gonna, somebody's gonna explain it to us. It's a video. Somebody explain it to us. But all of the people that were supposed to be a part of this big concert, whatever, for the America 250 thing, they all dropped out. Most of them dropped out. I think it's like Flo Rida and somebody else left. And Flo Rida, you're wilding out. We see you got that Celsius bread. You're wilding out, bruh. Go ahead. It's not a good look because you're thinking about what's now instead of what's later, because just because you're a global star, the globe is watching what's going on in America very intently what's going on, because it looks crazy over here. And they say, oh, well, you know, he just sold out a prank. You know what I'm saying? Next time he's in Romania, we're not going to go to his concert because he supports exactly what's going on and all the bad things that are happening in the United States right now. So, pull out, bro. That's all I can really say. Now, this is somebody that's breaking it down. I don't know who this dude is. Sorry.
Okay, there seems to be some confusion out there about what happened with this concert, the supposed state fair on the mall, where all these people were announced they were going to come out and sing this summer, but they've almost all pulled out. Here's the deal, and this is important. So America 250 is the congressionally authorized bipartisan celebration of America's 250th anniversary.
Okay.
Freedom 250, which is actually what this organization was that did this state fair on the mall that everybody is pulling out of now, is a Trump organization. Freedom 250 is not America 250. Freedom 250 is Trump's organization. America.
What's the difference? What's the difference? What's the difference? I mean, we do know the difference. We know the difference in it because of, Trump, they can have personal gains from the concert, from ads and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? His company can get personal gains from that. And I don't know if it's illegal. Is it illegal for presidents to make money while in office? I'm not sure, but I want to say it is. But, he already know loopholes, all of that different type of other stuff. So he 9 times out of 10, he's going to find a way to make money out of it. He tripled his net worth since he's actually been into the White House. It's actually very, very insane. While everybody got poorer and the wealth gap has spread. So basically they're trying to separate one of the two because it's failing miserably. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get away from it because it's failing. That is insane. And what's really insane is having the UFC fight on the front lawn. Look at our slaves. Look at them perform for us. I think you guys should look at, people don't look in history, because when you look in history and you're not understanding that if you don't understand history, you're doomed to repeat it again in the future. So we're repeating it again in the future of literally Mandingo fighting. Yes, it's UFC, whatever, they get paid this and yes, they got paid. In Mandingo fighting, the slaves were getting paid. Yes, they were getting paid sometimes in money. They were getting paid in women. They were getting paid in, nights on the town, liquor. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you get to sleep in the bed tonight. They still were compensated for winning their fights. Now it just happens to be money. That's it. And then people don't understand what drives value. So about how they're slaves and they're high paid and whatever. And you know what I'm saying? They have a choice and this, that, and the third. Well, the choice is poverty. So y'all never heard of wage slaves before? 85% of people in the United States are wage slaves. Never heard of a wage slave before? Where you have to work. If you do not work, you will go poor, or you're already poor, but you would die, literally. You would die. You'd be homeless. You'll be, carless. You're not eating. All of that. You would starve. Wage slave. That's what it is. I don't understand why you guys aren't getting it. And it's people that make $100,000 a year are still wage slaves. There's people that make $1 million that are still wage slaves. Well, that's their fault because they do the bad money management and whatever their overhead is, but still wage slaves. Check to check. Most Americans do not have extra money for an emergency. That's wage slavery. So to go back into the whole Mandingo fighting situation of saying, okay, well, they're not slaves and this, that, and the third, and whatever they fight. Okay, the value of slaves were obviously driven up due to the fact of, purchasing and trading. So slave masters could come to the plantation and be like, listen, I want $40 for Mr. Jimbo over here. I want $40 from him. And then another one from plantation like, you know what, man, I want $60 for him. Now the bidding war happens. And then the bidding war goes up to now what we see today of the millions of dollars. Here's the bidding war. How much are you willing to pay for this person to make you some money and put their life and their health on the line? The only reason that they gave Mandingo fighters gloves because they were dying after 2 or 3 fights. That's how we have boxing. Literally. That's how we have boxing. They gave them gloves so they wouldn't die, so they could keep fighting and making more money. Somebody got to open a book. But then we also understand that the average person in the United States has a 5th and 6th grade comprehension level. So, when I say certain things that are outside of your norm or your truth that you believe, or you're outside of your bubble of life, when I say things outside of that, people have a crazy overt reaction. So probably 9 times out of 10 when this is a clip, This might go viral too, because I would say certain things like I was saying about, black people being the indigenous people of America. It has been proven that black people are the indigenous people of America, and people are going insane on that video. No, it's not. This guy knows nothing. He needs to pick up a book. Yeah, we picked up a book. The crazy part is the books that we pick up are books that are passed down, not by the ones that were given to you and taught to you in school. The same ones that what was it? Is it Roosevelt? Who was it? Where they said we need for the education system, we need a system of workers. School is only to teach you how to work, work for somebody. Somebody will correct me in the comments. But yes, and people don't try to read outside of anything of what they were taught in school. It's school and that's it. So we having people that average D's and C's would be in my comments to my, he knows nothing. I'm like, okay. You never picked up a book outside of, as soon as people graduate, they stop learning. As soon as they graduate, they stop learning. They're like, show me the book. I'll show them the book. I have a book that's $4,000 that I happen to get my hands on. About America. It's in my library. Damn, matter of fact, I do got my phone. Matter of fact, oh yeah, we gonna show y'all. We can show y'all right now, because I got the digital version. Because no one reads. Okay, which one is this one? Oh, it's not clicking. It's not clicking. But yeah, no one's reading. Like, we got books like this. You got John Perkins, Confessions of an Academic Hitman. Why aren't you reading that? Behold the Pale Horse, Spook That Sat by the Door, UCC Connection, No Grid Survivals. Yes, my own book that I even wrote. We have this. Why aren't you guys, hold on, get that back. Come on, get it back. Let's get it back. There we go. Boom. Why aren't you guys reading? Read. So I tend to do a lot of numbers on Facebook due to the fact of that's considered the lower IQ social media. That's the lower IQ social media. Facebook is the social media for lower IQ people. So when my videos are automated there, you get so many people that get an uproar. I do the most views on there and get the most engagement because everything is just straight up, I guess, shattering their belief of what they've been living their whole life. Like, Facebook is for people that literally live in like rural cities, like for sure, in small towns, like lower tier people. So when you say anything that's outside of the norm of what they learn, they lose their mind. And it's actually great engagement. I'm not going to lie. I actually like the engagement. I barely read the comments because it's all automated. So I got to do a whole bunch of stuff to even read a Facebook comment. But yeah, please pick up a book. Please read. I'm asking everyone. Please read. Read. Even if it's a page a day, just read outside of school. If you graduated already, even if you graduated 10, 20, 30 years, whatever, how long, it doesn't matter. Read a book. Please. And you'll find out a lot of things that you've been led to believe, that you've been learning in school or what you see on TV, do the propaganda, are just simply not true. And read old books, first volumes, first versions of books. Nothing that's tampered with. I'm pretty sure 1984 from George Orwell is very, very tampered with now. So it's going to be hard to find an original version. There's a book on this. I think it's Fahrenheit 458. Is that what it's called? Fahrenheit. I think it might be called I think it might be called Fahrenheit 450. I'm not sure. I gotta look it up. But yes, it was about how they were burning books. Like what they were doing over the past 2 years of getting rid of libraries, defunding things, literally getting rid of books. You getting caught, you're going to jail with certain reading material. I went to prison. They have something called banned books, meaning if you were caught with the books, you were going to the box because they'll teach you the truth of how the system works and what's really going on. The first lesson you ever learn as soon as you get into this rabbit hole is that America is a corporation. Why do you think you get tax breaks when you're an LLC, when you're a limited liability corporation? Get an EIN. You can operate as a separate entity. You get all the tax breaks and all different type of loans. You don't have to do business as yourself, your flesh and being. You can run through businesses like it ain't nothing. It's like new lives. You can start over. Oh, well, this business didn't work. This LLC didn't work. And you scrap and go get another one. Dissolve and get another one. Start over. Respawn. You can play this like Grand Theft Auto. I don't understand why people are still using their social security numbers to live. Use your EIN. They're free. It's free lives. And then you get mad at people like, Trump, as you were saying, who abuses that. Well, this business didn't go. I'm going to dissolve and I'm going to start another one and go get the same loan again. Like, it's crazy. Y'all be easy. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I ain't going to say too much, man, before they come and kick out my door and come and get me.